Matty G, we're back. We got more liminal spaces. We've got more to talk about. We want to add more to this
Fuck
list.
yeah.
Starting with one that you've picked. Are you ready for this? Boom.
Yeah, and this one. Okay, so I picked this liminal space because it's a little bit personal to me, or not that personal, but pretty much this image is very similar to a place called the Kowloon Walled City, and the Kowloon Walled City was a place in Hong Kong, but so pretty much in the 1800s and before then, there was like a war over the British and Chinese government on this tiny little piece of land, of like why this land is like who owns this land, and up until the 1800s, so up until the 90s, which it got demolished, it was just a huge, just like man-made, obviously, but like it was made by the people who decided. So all the poor people and stuff would live in this like densely, very, very, like the most densely populated area on Earth, which is actually
Okay.
why it's crowned. So pretty much, this image is what I imagine it would have looked like so pretty much there's nicknames for it. So there's the City of Darkness, which pretty much it's because the buildings were so densely packed that pretty much you couldn't see sunlight coming through.
Damn.
It's a very interesting subject, but it's pretty much like a middle ground. It was right next to Hong Kong, and it's just it's owned by nobody. So poor people would, I'll clarify it a bit more. The poor people would come in and actually build their own buildings. There's no licensed people. It was made by people. It was made by just poor people and stuff, And it was right next to a bloody airport, so pretty much they went pretty high. Like they made it was like a dense, huge flat, pretty much.
Okay.
And pretty much they couldn't go any higher because airplanes would almost hit it. Like it's a very weird phenomenon that happened, but it got demolished in the 80s. 90s, sorry.
Okay.
My apologies, but yeah,
And so
pretty
this
much
just reminds you of that.
yeah, like it's very similar to what I imagine it would have looked like in the inside parts.
Fascinating.
I can go on about the Kowloon Walled City. It's a very weird subject. But...
So,
Whoa.
where would you rate your walled city-esque liminal image? Because I think it's pretty liminal. Like, I think it's a good B tier. But what are you thinking?
Yeah, it is pretty liminal. The image itself is a good B. No, but it's really good. Like, besides the story behind it, pretend that I didn't know any of that. It's a pretty liminal image. Like,
I mean, it's got the gross lighting. It's got like the darkness. It's got the unknown like pathway.
Backrooms vibes.
It is very backrooms vibes. I like how got like all these shop fronts, but this comes up into the roof, and it's like the roof doesn't align.
So, I think A.
A?
Just because like it's pretty good.
Alright. I'm happy to put it an A.
Uh,
Alright. You've got the next one all lined up for us, Matty G. Boom. Why'd you pick this one? Actually, I just want to say
that one.
I really like where the roof is damaged, the debris on the floor where you're like missing the tiles, and I feel like the lighting really helps this one because it's really gross to look at. In that like back here is like all warm and orange and stuff, but it's like really gross and like bluey green all in the foreground. Like where we're positioned from. But what have you got to say about this one?
It's a pretty nice liminal space. I'm actually not the biggest fan of it.
I don't think it's too liminal. I think it's just a like a weird, gross kind of photo.
I just think there's too much going on. Just the weird lamps and stuff. It's just
the tiled floor and like these tiled like bench areas are really good. If it was kind of just that with like more simple like surroundings, it might go a long way to help improve this image. But I'm not too impressed by this image, to be honest. I feel like this.
I think that's an E.
An E.
What do you? E.
Yeah, I think it kind of sucks. Alright, Matt, you've done the first two, but check this out. I've got a liminal space for us to rank. Boom.
I bet. Woohoo! 50s fucking pubs vibes.
More
Oh,
like a
not.
diner, like a diner.
Yeah, I
I
was.
don't get 50s
Yeah.
vibes from this at all. I get like early 90s, late 80s kind of vibe.
Oh yeah. It's pretty liminal.
I
Actually, the more I look at it,
I actually don't think it
yeah,
is.
yeah.
I
As
wouldn't.
you say that, I agree.
I was curious to get your
But,
take on this because I know like the 80s mall kind of thing is usually a good source for liminal space,
yeah.
but I think this is a good
How does that?
example of that done badly. I think this is
eh,
another stinker and E tier,
But
honestly.
it's not too bad. It's a good C. It doesn't deserve to be in D. It's
S-
better than it could be
It
way
is better
worse.
than this actually. Let's be real. Better than
Yeah.
that garbage right there.
That should be F tier to be honest. All right.
There you go, Matty G. This is another
Um,
one you picked.
this one. Uh, even without those weird signs on the roof,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
still
just
pretty
noticing
liminal.
that that is a lot of exit signs. Like, obviously it's edited to be like that, but man, they want to put it
It
over
kind
good.
of adds to it.
It kind of does. It makes it look a little bit
Yeah.
gross.
I like the word used, gross. Can you elaborate on that?
I don't know what it is, but just something about how like infrequent yet abundant they are. Like all the exit signs,
Oh,
they just look
like,
unnatural. It looks like
yeah.
the roof is like got sores or something. Like it's all like spotty with like some kind of disease.
I get what you mean.
This one over here
Like
is
a,
kind of funny. I like that one.
yeah.
And the weird lighting on these far ones where they're like not in shadow, even though everything else in the room is. Oh, and this doorway. Ooh, ooh.
Very, it's a very liminal image.
This
I
one's actually
picked that one.
growing
I
on
was like,
me.
oh,
This one's growing on me a little bit.
it's a good one. Definitely a good one.
Um, yeah, I think there's a lot of potential in this actually. I like the flooring, like all these like brick-looking tiles kind of thing. Very polished. That's like super reflective.
Yeah.
All the lights as well. Ooh, yeah. I actually this one's pretty good. Where do you want to rate this one, Matt?
You know, I I don't know. A B tier. I was gonna say S, but then I'm like, nah. But at the same time, it's just so good.
I feel like it's the same level of good as the first one we had. I feel like this is
Yeah.
I think it's bottom of A tier, pushing high B tier. So like it's like
Yeah.
perfectly in
Yeah.
between these two, but just leaning towards A for me. I picked this one and I think it's a banger.
Whoa.
Yeah, man.
Uh, this
Have you
one.
seen these like blocks? Like
Yes.
this,
Yes.
I haven't seen
100%.
these since I was like 4. Like these are
Same,
a
bro.
throwback. But like my old library had this kind of stuff. It had a room just for like building with these like foam material things, and that was
I can
sick
imagine
as.
that.
Like it was awesome.
Do you know what I noticed? See on the far left,
This.
sort of top. No. Not really top, but like just a down a little bit. Yeah, right there, right there. That thing right there. See how it's like the little clock thing they mess with?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I used to fuck with those, bro. I don't know why. They were so fun when I was young.
The bench seat here as well. Like someone's supposed to be sitting
Yeah,
here like observing their kid, but no one's like
I don't.
paying attention.
I feel like this image is good. It's just I feel like the ground needs to just be a different
I
material.
feel like the grass makes it kind of weird core, and I don't know how I feel about that. I think it kind of adds to it, and I really like this door over here. Like this looks freaky. This like push to open kind of like emergency escape door.
Uh,
that that messes with me a little bit, but I feel like the hanging like chairs add too much. I feel like it'd be better without them.
yeah, I don't like the hanging chairs. I was gonna say.
But
Um,
I don't mind the floor. I really like the bench. I especially like the foam blocks and the thing on the
yeah, I
wall with
like
the door.
those. Yeah.
It's just the floor and the chairs probably could go, and these like support beams. I feel like if the wall was like one
Yeah.
consistent texture, let's see if I can just omit that. If it was like that,
What the fuck?
the power of Photoshop energy. If it was more like this, then I think that would be better.
Now it just looks goofy.
Ignoring the edits, where do you want to rank this?
I think, I reckon it should be. You know, it's grown on me in a bad way. I don't know. I don't think you'll like this, but B or C.
Let's do C. I was gonna say B, but I can understand where it lacks in a lot of areas.
This one, this one's good. Oh, I love the way how it's like two liminal images. If you can see that, yeah. See how like it's like the light in the middle. It kind of turns it into two liminal space images.
You got like one here. And
Yeah,
then,
and then the initial one.
and then the foreground, which is
That's a pretty Oh, it's not unique, but I don't. The way it looks is pretty unique. It's unique. It like the quality is bad, but it's good. Like,
whoops.
no, I actually really like this liminal space, bro.
I quite like it as well. The flooring is weird and wacky.
Yeah.
It switches up exactly where the second image that we're talking about. This fire thing over here, that's cool. Ooh, and this dark spot back here is kind of, it's obstructed by the pillar, but like, does this doorway go back off that way? Like, is there stuff over here that we're not seeing, kind of thing? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of mystery and like intrigue around this image that I want to put it in. I think A tier. Where do you want to put it?
Yeah, A tier.
A tier, sweet.
Lovely.
This goddamn floor is every bus seat I've ever been on.
Exactly. Every what? Sorry.
Bus.
Every bus. Oh yeah, every bus. No, I thought it. I saw it, and it reminds me of like an old theater. Well, not an old one, but like a theater or an arcade.
Well, that's
It
what
is-
this
it does
is,
look like an
surely.
arcade.
This has to be like
Yeah.
a movie theater.
Yeah. Oh,
Like-
definitely a movie theater. Because of the lights. Look at the lights.
Yeah, like you'd go down that hallway to the theaters, and then ooh, those three doors at the end are kind of cool.
Yeah, that I rank that.
I like that.
I kind of want to put this in S tier.
Wacky colors. It's too bright for me.
I don't
to
know.
put in S
It's
tier.
it's very good. I think the
But
lighting.
Manny G, look
could
at the
be
other things that are in S tier. I don't think it's comparable. I don't think this is on the same level as Trampoline Park or the
good.
slides.
Good A tier. I
Good
think
A
it's an
tier?
A tier at least.
Honestly, I feel like
A or
B
B?
tier. Yeah, I'm thinking B tier. I don't think it's. I think if like upon closer inspection, it would lose a lot of its charm. But if you're really adamant, I can put it in A tier. But
Alright,
I'm thinking.
we'll just keep it in B. We'll keep it in B. I need to turn it off. Ooh,
How about that, Manny G?
another liminal one.
This would be a weird place if it's real. Like, I can't imagine walking around somewhere like this.
I think it is real.
That's the weird thing, eh?
I don't know what it is. Like, I can't tell you. Is this image like too big for the screen, or is like see the top level thing?
Nah, that's just it. But the
Okay,
picture
well that's just the image. Fuck. I don't know. Something about it. I'm just not a big fan. I think it's a lighting.
I also think
See, like, look at the top like deck part. See, look how liminal that is compared to the bottom.
Yeah, facts. Alright, Matty G, how about we do this? What do you rate
That
this?
just looks fucking retarded.
What do you rate this, Matty G?
Fucking, I rate that fucking. I actually rate that F, to be honest. That's fucking shit. Ooh, I like this one.
I really like this one. I don't know
Yeah,
if
this one.
people like at home can see this because YouTube compression is a bit of a dog sometimes, but the reflection in this mirror has like a red glow. Like it's really subtle.
Yeah, I see that.
But if people at home can't see that, then I'm sorry, but it really makes the image.
That's a really good one.
Right there is
Oh,
like
really?
a ominous glow. I love the light here, illuminating this
Oh,
room that we're not in. Like
I like the lighting of it in general. It's so dark
the lighting's
and
great,
just
yeah.
mysterious.
so.
It's like you're in an underground area. It's.
Mhm.
I don't. This might be an A. What do you reckon? I kind of want to put it in S, but
Me
like.
too. Honestly, I think this is better than everything in A tier. What do you reckon?
S it is.
S it is.
S
Let's
it
go! We
is.
got another S tier. Woo!
Ooh, this one. Ooh. I don't know why, but I love that image.
Yeah,
Just look at the light on the far left,
this one.
and then just look at how it goes down, and then look at the stairs. Like that's a lot of stuff going on in this image.
I
The
agree
fuck?
completely. Something that's really, maybe not subtle, but it adds a lot. For starters, this light's not turned on for some reason. That one's broken. Upstairs looks like you ascend to like a bright, like kind of nicer place,
Back
and
rooms.
yeah, and then like downstairs, ooh, that looks dirty, dark, and dank. Like no one wants to be there.
Bad.
And then another thing that really like makes this visually appealing is this like dark green color of the beam,
Yeah.
like is a complementary color to like the reddy orange of the floor.
Yeah.
Like they're just complementary colors, like in general. So putting them together
I
in one
think
liminal image really helps.
I don't. I think it's a B, but at the same time, I want to put in an A. But what do you think?
I think it's B.
Yeah.
Like B, nothing wrong with a good B tier. Like there's some bangers in B tier right now.
Oh, this one. Yeah,
I
this
used to do
one.
like music rehearsals in places like
Yeah.
this. This is very strange. Not in chairs like this, but kind of like this lighting where and like all the black curtains. It
Yeah.
really it reminds me of like
Yeah, exactly.
an
Yeah, it
old
reminds me of.
like Stedford type thing.
I actually love that, to be honest.
I
You
think
know,
it's good. I like this. Where is it? Let me get my brush.
it's
I
another
really
A
like.
for sure.
I really like this. It looks
Yeah,
like
I like that too.
it looks like an aquarium is behind us. Like we're in like a like a water tank.
That's a wig out.
mm, it's a little bit weird, and I don't think it's as
Should be.
liminal as the things in A tier. I think it's a weird photo, and I think that gives it a B tier for me. But I don't think it's liminal like A tier is. I don't know. What's your? Why would you put it in A, Medigi? I want to hear your take.
No, I fucking don't know. It's just such a nice image.
That's my problem with it, is I think it's too aesthetically pleasing to be like a true liminal image.
Mmm.
Welcome to Fresh Dairy. It's a stripped supermarket. How weird is that?
This is a very fucking. This is like a backroom stuff right here. Actually, the more I look at it, never mind. The more I look at it, it's better. I was gonna say it's bad, but I saw the fucking see that opening in the middle left. Oh yeah, middle. What? Like middle left, like the
This.
left, but it's in the middle. Left to left. Yeah, right there, right there.
hmm
Uh,
I actually really like this, where all the like fridges used to be, because obviously this is like the cold section of a supermarket, right? Like where you buy your chicken nuggets. The busted lights, like only a few of them are on, but the ones that are on are so inconsistent.
yeah.
That's pretty
Oh,
good.
this is a good one. I like how it says "Welcome to safe," but it's destroyed.
Yeah, I
You
like
know,
this a
this
lot.
is a really goodie. Like, it's like a movie. A lot of people have put time and effort into this image. Like,
Yeah.
this is this is a good one. I
I
actually,
think it's so
you know,
good because it shows like the definition of liminal. Like this supermarket is
yeah.
about to be destroyed. Like it's in that stage before something happens. It's in that transitional period, which is the meaning of liminal, right? So I think it hits so hard because it is actually just a liminal point in time captured in a photo.
I think this might be an S. No,
Yeah,
this is a really good one. Like, I
I think that's an S.
respect
I think
that
that's a. I
image.
have never seen that image either. I feel like that's gonna go down as one of the greats potentially.
Ooh, I love the slide how it's out of nowhere.
hmm And it's such like a
Yeah.
jarring angle. Like no one's gonna come out of like the wall at that, but not even like this angle. Like you'd hit the ladder, you'd hit the edge. It's not like a usable slide, you know.
It'd be a painful slide.
I don't want to bag the artist, but this pool ring isn't touching the ground.
No, it
It's
isn't.
floating.
You know, it's so good though. Like,
I like the light. That's
I just
classic pool room
yeah, I
stuff
love
right
that
there.
too.
The caution slipping sign is a nice touch. Like nothing's wet, but even still, it's like dangerous. No diving, even though this looks deep as like what's down there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's
That
good,
does look deep
but
as.
I don't think it's as good as like
I think it's a C.
we put like yeah, I agree.
C is actually good. It's a middle ground. Not too bad, not the best.
It's a good entry level for liminal space. Like if you wanted to like
Yeah.
ease people into liminality, I guess that's a good one. This is like
Ooh, this
the
one.
hallway equivalent of the pool rooms.
I like this one.
I think it's
really
pretty
like.
strong.
It's grown on me a little bit, so you know.
I feel like it'd be a good album
Because
cover. Like
yeah, what? No, it's weird because I remember like I stared at this one time, like not stared at it for hours, but I just looked at it for a little bit, and I was like, oh, like, and like now like I'm like a little bit what's it called fucking
desensitized.
yeah bro, how did you take the words out of my mouth? Yeah, I'm a little bit desensitized to the pool rooms images because they all don't look the same.
I
But
mean,
they're all
I think
very
the
very
best one we
similar.
saw was remember when we saw this one, but it's like the inverted one. It was like
Oh,
dark and light, and it was all blue. I think that
yeah,
was a wicked
that
liminal.
one, that one was wicked.
I think
Yeah,
that one's awesome. I really
I
like the pool
think
rooms. I
that
think it's a B tier.
B tier, it's good B tier.
Is that where you were gonna put it, Matt?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Are you ready, Matt?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Are you actually ready? I don't think you.
I'm ready. Alright, let's go. Oh my god. Oh my god.
This is the banger. I went looking so hard to find.
What a grotty image, by the way.
Yep. The roof looks like
Damn,
it's
bro.
stuck with asbestos in between all the planks of wood. The weird
Uh,
dolphins mosaiced into the floor. The pool racing
holy
lines, even though the
shit, the
pool is
dolphins
tiny.
make it so liminal.
This weird vent coming out of the
Yeah.
wall.
Oh,
But then there's like another one
uh,
right here. Like, why do you need that?
oh, remember that image? Oh, I haven't had it. No, this is so weird. I haven't. A lot of liminal spaces I look at, I'm desensitized. This one, I looked at it. Yeah, it reminds me of what the first time like one of the first times I've seen I looked at liminal space images. Specifically, the dolphins just work so well in this.
I agree completely. What I
You know,
really am like unnerved by, for one, is this lighting alarm system. God, that's creepy. Imagine breaking into this
that
place.
is
Um,
yeah, it'd be pretty creepy.
but obviously these are three separate slides, so they come from three different places. But we're in a building. This isn't a water park. Where?
Also, this is a real image. Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah, this exists somewhere out there. People are swimming in these tiny little
Yeah.
pools. Yes.
Yeah, this exists. I don't like. I like how dirty. I like how the water's a little bit dirty. Like
Mhm.
it's not
The
the
lighting's
most.
perfect as well. Looks
Yeah,
like they've just turned their
perfect.
flash on in a relatively dim room.
Because there is so many good things about it. The more you look at it, I think it's an S tier.
And like the railings are dusty and grey. Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
think
saw
it's an
the
S
dirt
tier
on there. I
also.
was like,
I
yeah.
think it's a
I
great
saw the
image.
dirt on the. Yeah, I saw the dirt on the rail, and I was like, that has to be a real image. So,
Matty G, that concludes another round of liminal rankings. Look how full our tier list
there
is
you have
getting.
it. Yeah, bloody hell.
Any particular standout highlights from this review?
So we'll pick out. How about before we leave? Yeah, we'll pick out 3 of the best images.
Okay. For
That's
me,
my little surprise to you, alright?
it's the
Yeah.
one we just reviewed.
Yep.
The other abandoned shopping center, that's in S tier,
Yeah.
and this one in A tier, where it's like the 2-in-1.
Yeah, I love that one. That should have been an S tier, to be honest.
I feel like
Alright,
it's
so
missing that
my
special touch to make it an S tier, but it's still a really good A tier.
yeah. Okay, my pick is see remember in B the one in B,
The
the
orange.
middle-ish.
This one?
No, it's a one we reviewed in the last video actually.
Oh, this one?
Not that one.
This
A
one?
little bit to the left. Yeah, that one. I've
That
been staring at it this entire time. It's like, oof.
one.
And obviously, The one above that in S tier.
This one.
S tier, man. Yeah, that one. Oh, I just can't get over how liminal
The
that
trampoline
is.
one's pretty. It's
Yeah.
banger.
And
Oh,
the exit sign one.
oh, yeah, this one. Actually, yeah, I think
Yeah.
I forgot about that one, but I think my top three would be that one and then these two S tier. Like, forget about this one. That
Yeah.
exit sign one really grew on me as we looked at it more and studied
Yeah.
it.
I like that one as well.
That was pretty. That was pretty cool. But yeah, that wraps up
Think of-
more liminal rankings, man. G, thanks for joining me. That was.
Bro, I was legit gonna. Nah, bro. This man takes words out of my mouth. I was gonna say let's wrap it up. He's a wizard.
I'll catch everyone later. See
Yeah,
you, Matt.
but